As global demand for tourism is growing rapidly, construction corporations are erecting ever more grand resort complexes. That is why, in today's episode, we will set off on a journey through the most gigantic and luxurious hotels and resorts in the world. Before you is a top 15 of true colossi of the leisure industry. Fasten your seatbelts. It is going to be truly impressive. Burj Al Arab is not just a hotel. It is a glittering legend, the embodiment of Dubai's audacious dream come true. Architectural masterpiece in the shape of a majestic sail rising straight from the water. It is a symbol born of a ruler's ambition. It all began back in 1999, when the world was only getting used to flip phones and Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum decided on a crazy idea: to build a hotel that would become not just a place of lodging, but a shining beacon of luxury, glamour, and boldness. That is how Burj Al Arab appeared, a sail-shaped tower that became a recognizable symbol of the entire region. And now, about the scale. This is not some run-of-the-mill hotel, but a monumental structure more than 321 meters tall, standing on its own artificial island, like a phoenix risen from the sea waves. From here, there are astonishing views of the Persian Gulf and the futuristic silhouette of Dubai. And the rooms? These are not just suites, but two-level palaces fit for kings. And the restaurants here are like something from a fairy tale. Imagine dining in an underwater realm at the restaurant Al Mahara, where behind the glass around you lies a huge aquarium filled with wondrous sea creatures. But that is not all. On the 28th floor, there is a helipad where they have staged tennis matches and even tried teeing off golf balls right from the roof. At Burj Al Arab, it truly feels as though even the sky is not the limit. This hotel cannot be described merely with the words big or luxurious. It is simply beyond imagination. Since we started with Dubai, it is worth lingering here a bit longer. On the city's glittering shoreline stands one of the most famous resorts in the world, Atlantis The Palm. The name sounds unusual, but the hotel itself is the embodiment of extravagance and a daring architectural concept. Its story began in 2008, and since then, it has become a symbol of Dubai's fantasy and audacity. The hotel is built at the crest of Palm Jumeirah, the famed man-made archipelago in the shape of a palm tree. Its very location is already a challenge. Here, architecture and technology blend harmoniously with the beauty of the Arabian Gulf. But the resort's main highlights are the amusements. Imagine a water park where every slide is a challenge. At Aquaventure Water Park, you can hurtle through transparent tubes past aquariums with sharks, or float along winding rivers amid underwater scenery. It is a paradise for adrenaline lovers. And if you have dreamed of walking along the sea floor in the Lost Chambers Aquarium, you can make that dream a reality. It feels as though you are entering sunken ruins where bright fish and rays glide among columns and arches. The scale is impressive too. The complex occupies 113 acres and includes more than 1,500 rooms and suites, offering views either of the Persian Gulf or of Palm Jumeirah itself. And if you want to feel like royalty, there is the Royal Bridge Suite, accommodations that connect the resort's two towers like a palace suspended in the air. Let us not forget the cuisine. Dozens of restaurants led by renowned chefs make the gastronomic experience here no less dazzling than the attractions. Atlantis is not just a hotel. It is a vast city of entertainment and pleasures. Of course, we cannot allow only Dubai to hold the spotlight. Singapore has also bet on the future, and Marina Bay Sands is the best proof of that. This gigantic complex rises above the bay, shining as a symbol of the city-state's modernity and ambition. Opened in 2010, it immediately became an icon of Singapore's skyline. Occupying almost 40 acres of land, Marina Bay Sands looks more like a self-contained city than a hotel. Here, there is a world-class casino, boutiques, restaurants, and entertainment venues. Everything one can imagine. Its main attraction is the three towers connected by a grand rooftop terrace. This is where the famous infinity pool is located, seemingly vanishing straight into the heavens. It is the very place where everyone dreams of taking an Instagram photo, bathing in the clouds with a view of the entire city. The Sky Park situated on the roof, is not just an observation deck. There are gardens, green alleys, dining areas, and a fantastic panorama of Singapore. And you should drop by the Art Science Museum, a building in the shape of a lotus flower, where exhibitions unite technology, design, and science. Marina Bay Sands is not just a holiday. It is an entire cosmic adventure. Now let us move to Las Vegas, a city where fantasy and reality live side by side. And one of the city's most grand symbols is the Venetian Resort Hotel Casino. It is a true attempt to transplant Venice right into the Nevada desert. The hotel opened in 1999 and immediately became the embodiment of Italy's romance and charm. The idea was simple: to give Americans the chance to feel the atmosphere of Venice without leaving the country. Built by the Las Vegas Sands Corporation, it sits directly on the famous Las Vegas Strip. And what about the scale? More than 7,000 rooms and suites, a whole city within a city. And the heart of the resort is a replica of the Grand Canal, where you can ride a gondola under a painted sky while listening to gondoliers sing. The architecture, frescoes, bridges, and squares are recreated with such care that you sometimes forget you are in the United States. There is also the Grand Canal Shops, a shopping gallery with more than 160 boutiques, from designer brands to exclusive suites. And the gastronomic offering is astonishing in its variety. The best cuisines from all over the world gathered in one place. The Venetian is not just a hotel. It is a theatrical production in which every guest becomes a participant in an Italian fairy tale unfolding right in the heart of Las Vegas. Hong Kong is a place where the passions of a megacity boil over. Endless markets, amazing food, culture, architecture, and of course a lively nightlife. But amid it all stands a true palace in the sky, the Ritz-Carlton, Hong Kong. The hotel opened in 2011 and took up residence on the upper floors of the International Commerce Center, the tallest skyscraper in Hong Kong. If you are looking for something truly unique, your expectations will be exceeded here. Its very location in West Kowloon gives guests the chance to enjoy panoramic views of Victoria Harbor and the city's ever-changing skyline. And the size astonishes. The building rises to 492 meters, and the hotel occupies floors 102 through 118. Imagine it. 312 rooms, each with floor-to-ceiling windows that turn the view into a genuine work of art. But these are not just rooms. Every detail here is created to immerse guests in an atmosphere of refined wealth. Ozone Bar, located on the 118th floor, is considered the highest bar in the world. Parties and business meetings are held here among the clouds. And of course, the cuisine deserves its own chapter. The hotel housed a restaurant by the legendary chef Alain Ducasse, awarded 3 Michelin stars, the highest accolade in the culinary world. And what about relaxation? The hotel's spa complex is an oasis of calm in the very center of the bustling city. Unique treatments and therapeutic rituals help you forget the noise of the metropolis. The Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong has repeatedly been the stage for large-scale, world-class events. In 2018, for example, the legendary Victoria's Secret show took place here, drawing the attention of millions of viewers. This is not just a hotel, it is a sparkling symbol of luxury hidden among the skyscrapers. Let us agree, the very word palace in the name already promises something grand. And indeed, Emirates Palace in Abu Dhabi is the embodiment of royal luxury and Arabian hospitality. The hotel opened in 2005 and immediately became a symbol of the United Arab Emirates' status and ambitions. It sprawls along the shoreline, occupying an area of more than 210 acres. Grand fountains, impeccably manicured gardens, and exquisite domes. All this creates the impression of a true palace from an Oriental tale. Inside, there are 394 rooms and suites, and even the most modest among them cost a pretty penny. As for the presidential apartments, this is a level where luxury surpasses any expectations. The complex stretches almost 1 kilometer in length, and its scale is staggering. There is a private beach, pools, a fitness center, and dozens of restaurants for every taste. You can sample both traditional Emirati cuisine and dishes from all over the world. Emirates Palace has repeatedly been the venue for high-profile events and meetings of world celebrities. The premiere of Furious 7 took place here, and Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson walked the red carpet of this palace. Emirates Palace is not just a hotel. It is a symbol of wealth and status, an architectural work of art where every meter breathes grandeur. Now we return to Las Vegas. MGM Grand is not just a hotel, but a true legend of the City of Sin. It was built with incredible ambitions. Construction began in 1991, and by 1993, the complex opened its doors to its first guests. Since then, MGM Grand held the title of the largest hotel in the world for many years. The scale truly impresses. 6,852 rooms, a green glass facade rising 30 floors high, and panoramic views of the famous Las Vegas Strip. But it is not only the rooms that make it special. Here you will find a huge gaming floor of 17,000 square meters, as well as dozens of restaurants, shops, and show venues. Among them is the legendary restaurant Joel Robuchon, honored with 3 Michelin stars. An interesting fact, originally the main entrance was designed as a giant lion's head through whose mouth guests had to enter. But many players from China considered walking through a lion's jaws a bad omen and refused to go in. The design had to be changed urgently. Today, a bronze lion greets visitors at the entrance, a symbol of luck and power. MGM Grand became part of pop culture. Scenes for the films Ocean's 11 and Rain Man were shot here. This hotel is like a separate chapter in the history of Las Vegas, a place where you can lose track of time and money, but gain unforgettable impressions. Now we move to New York. The Plaza Hotel is a true jewel of Manhattan, a hotel with a history that has lasted for more than a century. Built back in 1907, it became a symbol of New York's aristocratic spirit and impeccable style. Its facade rises right where Fifth Avenue meets Central Park. Such a location is the best one could imagine. Both business centers and cultural landmarks are close at hand. Inside, everything breathes the atmosphere of the old world. Here you can drink the legendary tea in the Palm Court, feel the spirit of bygone eras in the Oak Room and Oak Bar, or enjoy a glass of champagne in the Champagne Bar. The Plaza Hotel forever entered film history. It became a key setting of Home Alone 2: Lost in New York, where little Kevin checked in using his father's credit card. Even Donald Trump appeared in a cameo in the film. In size, the hotel cannot compete with the Asian giants, but its 20 floors and dozens of suites still command respect. And its name has long since become synonymous with luxury. The Plaza Hotel is not just a hotel. It is a symbol of New York. And to stay here for even one night, you will need anything but small change. If one were to describe the Wynn Las Vegas in 3 words, they would be elegance, modernity, and perfection. Construction began in 2002, and in 2005, a grand opening took place, marking a new milestone in the history of Las Vegas. The creator of the project is the legendary entrepreneur Steve Wynn, the man who literally changed the face of the city and took the entertainment industry to a new level. It was Wynn Las Vegas that set the tone for an entire era of new luxury resorts. The hotel is operated by Wynn Resorts Limited and occupies a prime spot right on the famous Las Vegas Strip. Next door stands its brother, Encore at Wynn Las Vegas, and together they form a magnet for those seeking a blend of gaming, haute cuisine, and endless entertainment. The scale amazes. More than 2,700 rooms and suites, each thought out down to the smallest detail. Everything here is created so that guests feel chosen. Gastronomy lovers can take a tour of the world's best cuisines, from the legendary SW Steakhouse to the Japanese restaurant Mizumi, renowned for the art of its presentations. Night owls will find the club Intrigue, where dance floor energy does not fade until morning. For sports connoisseurs, there is a golf course of its own, the Wynn Golf Club, designed by the famous Tom Fazio. Imagine it, green golf fairways in the middle of the desert. Wynn Las Vegas has repeatedly served as a setting for films and shows. For example, in the blockbuster 21, which tells the story of student card counters, this is exactly where the high-stakes scenes unfold. Wynn is not just a hotel, but the embodiment of what Las Vegas has become, a place where anything is possible, where every evening feels like a premiere. This time we move to Europe, to the heart of Berlin. Hotel Adlon Kempinski is not a flashy skyscraper and not a neon-lit casino, but a true legend proven by time. Here reigns an elegance that cannot be reproduced in a new build. Its story began back in 1905. Built next to the Brandenburg Gate, the hotel immediately became a magnet for nobility, politicians, and artists. Its owners, the Kempinski Group, have preserved its status as a cultural symbol of Germany's capital. During the Second World War, Adlon, like all of Berlin, endured devastating bombardments. In 1943, the building was heavily damaged by an air raid. But after the war, the hotel was restored, becoming a symbol of the city's rebirth and the return of its grandeur. Today, Adlon Kempinski has more than 300 rooms and suites, each designed to make the guest feel part of history. And the hotel's culinary heights conquer even the most sophisticated gourmands. The restaurant Lorenz Adlon Esszimmer, awarded 2 Michelin stars, turns dinner into true art. For those seeking peace, there is a luxurious spa complex where you can melt into an atmosphere of relaxation and forget everything else. Adlon Kempinski is more than just a hotel. It is a living monument to Europe's history, a place where the past meets the present while preserving a unique atmosphere. Now we move to the other end of the world, to the heart of the Maldives. One&Only Reethi Rah is not a hotel in the usual sense, but a true paradise on earth. Its name, only and unique, speaks for itself. The resort opened in 2005 and is located in the North Malay Atoll. White sand, beaches, crystal clear water, and palm trees. The picture looks as if it stepped out of a postcard. Every villa on the island is its own world. Some are set right on the beach, others rise above the water, connected to the ocean by wooden walkways. Many villas resemble luxury homes more than standard hotel rooms. The scale is impressive too. The resort occupies more than 100 acres and is considered one of the largest private island complexes in the Maldives. But despite its size, there reigns a feeling of seclusion and tranquility. There are no noisy casinos or giant lobbies here. This is a place created for complete relaxation. Sun-drenched beaches, scuba diving among coral reefs, a soothing spa, and world-class gastronomy. From Japanese delicacies at Tapasake to Mediterranean dishes at Fanditha, everything is served with incredible attention to detail. One&Only Reethi Rah even managed to become a movie star. Scenes for the film 007 Skyfall were shot right here. So if this resort was good enough for James Bond, there is no doubt. The level is truly cosmic. Now, we head to the mountains. In the heart of the Swiss Alps, in the resort town of St. Moritz, stands Badrutt's Palace Hotel, one of the oldest and most prestigious hotels in Europe. Its story began in 1896, when the Badrutt family decided to build a hotel that could combine the charm of the Alps with world-class service. By the way, it was the Badrutts who played a key role in making winter tourism in Switzerland popular. The idea of inviting guests, not only in summer but also in winter, brought them millions and created an entirely new type of holiday. Today, the complex covers more than 36,000 square meters, and inside are dozens of rooms and suites, from luxurious apartments to cozy chambers. The atmosphere blends tradition and modernity, and the architecture itself resembles a castle of the Belle Époque. In winter, when the Alps are covered with snow, the hotel turns into a postcard from a fairy tale. Lights against the backdrop of white slopes create a sense of magic. Badrutt's Palace is not only a place to stay, but also a part of history. Members of royal families, celebrities, and business magnates have spent time here. This hotel is an icon that has survived decades and preserved its charm. In the heart of Marrakesh, at the foot of the Atlas Mountains, stands a genuine palace hotel, La Mamounia. This hotel seems to have absorbed all the charm of Morocco and turned it into a legend. Built in the 1920s, it was conceived as a place that could convey the grandeur of Moroccan heritage and show it to the world. The hotel's name is linked to Prince Moulay Mamoun, the son of Morocco's ruler, who once oversaw the transformation of this land into a luxurious estate. Over time, La Mamounia became not just a hotel, but a place where history was made. Royal families, politicians, and world celebrities stayed here. The complex covers more than 20 acres, where gardens with orange trees and palms spread out, and the architecture seems to transport guests into the palace of an Eastern sovereign. Inside, there are 209 rooms and suites, each decorated with incredible attention to detail. Traditional Moroccan patterns blend with modern comfort, creating a unique atmosphere. The hotel's spa is a world unto itself. Its area exceeds 1,500 square meters, and here they offer treatments based on ancient Moroccan rituals. Turkish baths, fragrant oils, and massages, all this helps guests completely switch off from the bustle of the outside world. But La Mamounia is famous not only for its beauty, it has a rich cultural history. In 1935, Winston Churchill wrote to his wife, calling this hotel one of the best places he had ever seen. A bar is even named in his honor. And in 1956, Alfred Hitchcock filmed scenes here for The Man Who Knew Too Much, starring James Stewart and Doris Day. In 1973, Paul McCartney wrote the song Mamounia, inspired by his stay here. And that says a lot. When a hotel becomes a source of inspiration for art, it means it leaves an indelible mark on hearts. La Mamounia is not just a hotel, but a living legend that people write books about, shoot films in, and even sing songs to. And so we have walked together through the most grand and incredible hotels on the planet, from the glittering skyscrapers of Dubai to secluded slices of paradise in the Maldives and the Caribbean. Each of them is not just a place to sleep, but an entire world with its own history, legends, and atmosphere. And now a question for you. In which of these hotels would you dream of staying for at least one night? Write in the comments. It will be interesting to read.